All right, everybody, I'm Captain Ben Chancey, and welcome to this episode of the Chew on This Saltwater Fishing Show. And we are going to show you a brand new invention today. It's called the Black Pearl Invisible Lead Line Cast Net. That's right, I said invisible. Invisible is awesome. And you give me just a moment, I'll show you exactly what I mean. And you know what? If you get a chance, check out the Salt Life channel while you're at it. They do a lot of cool stuff like I do on the show, but they also do diving, surfing, and many other cool things as well. But I wanted to take an opportunity to show you guys this awesome new cast net that Sean from Black Pearl Cast Nets, he says, Captain, you got to try it. You're going to love it. I've been working with him since 2005, I bet. So it's an incredible new invention, patented, and I'm ready to show it to you guys. Just a second, let me get it out of the boat and load it up and show you how it works. Yeah! I've got a video I've been wanting to do for a while, and I think we're going to be able to do it today. I've got this super cool invisible cast net lead lines from Black Pearl Cast Nets. And it's been cold and we've had all kind of stuff going on, so I haven't tried to use it much yet because the bait hasn't been around. Now today, I'm at my house and there's bait all over the place, so I'm going to show you guys how awesome this cast net is. Here's our bait. Look, we got bait everywhere. It's incredible. Look, all up and down, all over the place. They're saying, hey, Captain Ben, throw that new Black Pearl invisible cast net lead line net and catch us. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to catch them and let them go because I'm not going fishing or anything. But I want to see if I can catch them. So let me pull that out. I want you guys to see it. I think it's pretty awesome. And what's so great about this net is since the lead lines are since the leads are invisible in the bottom of the cast net, when you put it on the deck of your boat and things like that, you don't have to worry about making a whole bunch of noise on your boat. Your cast net doesn't get caught up anymore. It's all kind of really awesome stuff, and I'm pumped up about it. I'm really, this is like, I've been throwing a cast net since I was 7 years old, 8 years old, and this is the coolest new invention that I've ever seen in the cast net industry. It is absolutely amazing, and I'm pumped up to show you guys it. So give me a second, I'm gonna get it out. Wait just a moment. Well, there she is inside the boat, waiting on us to pull her out. All right, everybody, here it is. Let me get it out. I'm pumped up. And here she is. Oh, the Black Pearl Invisible Line Cast Net. It's awesome. Dude, it just, whenever Sean from Black Pearl called me up and said, hey, Captain, I've got something I want you to see. And he actually downplayed it a little bit. Whenever I figured out that it's an invisible line cast net, I'm like, what does that mean? I go, what, we talking to some Marvel stuff here? We're talking to some DC Comics? And no, we are talking about actually a cast net that you can't see the lead lines. It's awesome. So here we go. This is the bucket that it comes in, and the one that we're going to use today is going to be the 9-foot 1/4-inch net. So I'm going to pull it out real quick. That one there is the 11-foot 3/8 inch, but we're going to use a little bit smaller one. All right, I'm gonna pull this out, but I'm gonna shut the hatch because that's one of my rules when you're in the boat. If you got a hatch on the bottom of the floor, you have to always make sure that you close that hatch because it's too easy to fall in and break your foot, break your ankle, break your leg, or something like that. So anytime you've got hatches on the floor, you always want to make sure they're shut because it's very dangerous if you don't. So here we go, everybody. This is something I'm super pumped up about. And here we go. This is what makes this thing superstar status. So if you know anything about cast nets, I know a lot of my up north people that freshwater fish, they don't know that much about them, but I'll tell you what, my saltwater people that throw cast nets to catch bait, they will see this and they will go, kind of like me. If you're anything like me and you've thrown a cast net most of your life, you're gonna go, okay, why wasn't this made a long time ago? You know, just like with inventions are something that somebody has to create and make and show everybody. And that's what, you know, it doesn't exist until it does, until somebody makes it. So here we go. This is what makes it superstar stuff. That right there, you don't have leads. You can't see the leads on the boat, on the cast net. So whenever I'm on the boat and I'm doing just like I was doing just then, and I'm separating the net, getting ready to cast it, or making sure it's ready to cast, there's always lead weights that are in the way and they make a lot of noise. And then they get caught up on these lead lines right here. So whenever you're separating your net and you're throwing your net, what happens is this lead line gets caught on the back side of nets that have weights that are on the outside. Well, this here, you can see there's no holes, there's no spaces for the fish to get out, and there's no spaces for your lines to get caught up in. So when you cast the cast net, it's so much more fluid, and you throw a lot more pancakes and a lot less Californias and Texases and things like that. The net opens up wide, round, just how you want a cast net to open. Now let me pull out this other net and you can see real quick what I'm talking about. So right here is how most cast nets are made. And you see the lead lines, they're on the outside. And what happens is, a lot of time, you get little spaces and your lead lines get caught all up around and wrap around these lead lines because it's not smooth. So what happens is when you go to cast your cast net, or even before you go to cast it, and you're separating your net so you're getting ready to cast it, it gets all tangled up. And then when you go to throw it, it doesn't open up as well, and you don't have as many casts that open up as well because these leads get, and you hear all that noise. Listen, see here's a look, you don't hear anything. And then with this, when you're on your boat and you're separating your cast net, what happens is it's just making all kind of noise, all kind of crazy stuff is going on, and it just doesn't sound good. So it's really nice to have the Black Pearl Invisible cast net line net, because it just doesn't make all that noise. It separates so much better, and it's so much quieter. It's really phenomenal. I'm pumped up. I'm gonna show you guys. We still got bait back here, so we're gonna throw the cast net real quick. So give me just a second. I'm gonna set you guys up so you can see what's going on and get you in a good angle so you can see us catch that bait. All right, give me just a moment. All right, everybody, I'm pumped up right now. So this net has a 30-foot long line, main line. Nice thick rope. So if I'm pulling it up, it's a lot easier to pull up the thicker the rope that you have, because what happens is when the rope gets wet and you go to pull it up, and if the rope's thinner, it's a lot harder for you to pull up, and it slips through your hand. And then after you throw it about 10-15 times, your hands start getting a little raw. So the Black Pearl cast net, this thicker rope, really allows you to throw the cast net more if you need to. Wow, there's a bunch of bait over here. All right, once again, I want to show you guys something that's absolutely awesome. It's the Black Pearl. This is the 9-foot version. 8-9 foot is usually one of the better cast nets to throw, I think, in situations like this. When you're not throwing in deep water, I like the 8-9 foot size. So here we go. Look at this, invisible lead lines. It's awesome. All right, so what we're gonna do is, watch, this is what I was telling you. See how you can't hear anything? It hits the thing. It just sounds like a rope hitting the concrete. You don't hear all that sound that you hear when you have a normal cast net with the lead that are on the outside. Since the lead's invisible and it's hidden in here, it makes it so much nicer. And watch, whenever I separate the net, you can see how well it separates from the lead lines, because that's one of the biggest things about cast nets is the lead lines tangled up a lot. Look how easy this just falls. Now, if I can separate it that easy before I cast it, whenever I go to cast it, it's going to make it so much easier to get a wide open net, a net that's going to, whenever I throw it out there, it won't tangle up, and I can throw a lot more pancakes, a lot more waffles than Californias and Floridas and Texases. In case you guys don't know, and girls out there don't know what that is, that's when you throw the net and it jumbles all up, and it usually makes some state that you don't want it to make. And I don't think there's any real round states out there, so we want pancakes or waffles. We don't want any Floridas or Californias or anything like that. And the way I like to throw a cast net, and these black pearl cast nets, this is my style. What you're gonna do is you're gonna start separating your net. I separate it into roughly a little more than a third goes into my right hand. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my left hand and I punch it through the cast net. Watch, it goes over and under, and then I lay it on top like so. And it's so quiet, you know, until you get it in your hands, you don't really understand, you know, but an invisible lead cast net, invisible lead line, it's awesome. All right, so it's all nice, and whenever I put it in my teeth now, I don't have to worry about putting lead and all that stuff in my mouth. I get to just put the rope in my mouth, which I think is probably safer, because you don't want lead and stuff like that, because there is such thing as lead poison. I never bite it. Some of my friends always bit the lead. I didn't think that was a good idea. I usually only bite the rope, and plus that's a lot softer on my teeth. So now once we've done that, we've punched through, you're gonna separate it out. Like, see how it's kind of open a little bit like a dress, it's out and open. All right, now I'm gonna take that part and I'm gonna put it in my mouth like so. And then I'm gonna take my pinky and I'm gonna grab about the length of my arm down on the net. Then I'm going to take this hand, these 4 fingers. Did you see how I did that? I took the net that I just punched through and I grabbed all of that in the same hand here. Now obviously I gotta keep it in my mouth and I gotta keep it in my teeth. That allows me whenever I go to throw it for the net to open better. And I don't have to throw it as hard either. So, and look, I'm gonna stay dry. So here we go, there's some bait right there. Let's watch this new black pearl invisible lead line cast net. Check this out. Here we go. We're gonna get them. Let's see if we got them. Oh, we tore them up, you guys. This is awesome. Look at that. Look at all those bait. That's my first time ever throwing the cast net, as far as I can remember, off my dock. It's awesome. Look at all these beautiful bait. Look, you guys gotta see that. Look at that. We tore them up. Look at all those beautiful white bait right off the dock. That's awesome. All right, so we're gonna let these guys go back because we're not going anywhere. I just want you to see us catch them out of the black pearl cast net. Oh. And look, see how it opens up real easy. The lines don't get caught. And here, we're gonna flick these bait in the water. Here we go, look at them. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous white bait. And yes, they're fine. They've only been out of the water for a moment. They're all pumped up. That is awesome. The black pearl invisible lead line cast net. Oh, that is so awesome. If you've ever thrown a cast net, you know how important it is to have a quiet net. And with open lead lines, with open leads, it's just never quiet. All right, everybody, here we go. We got a bunch of bait showing our way. Watch, I'm gonna load the net really fast. Like I said, you're gonna take it here, boom, boom, boom. You separate it into about a third. You punch through, grab your lead line, put it in your mouth. Here they come, here they come. Punch through. And here we go. think I got him. I think I tore him off. Oh, look at that, baby. Oh. Here we go. Gotta show you guys. We got him. Look at this, look at this. That's bait off the dock with the black pearl invisible cast net, visible line cast net. That is superstar. Look at them big fat white bait. That is awesome. I love this. Can you believe that? Loading up off the dock with an invisible cast net. I know the whole thing's not invisible, and I know you can see it, but the fact that the leads are invisible and you can't see them makes it phenomenal. Oh boy, here we go. I'm gonna let you guys go. Come back and see me another day, okay? You know, we can't go fishing every day. And throwing the cast net, this is technically fishing, I think. So, we're just not gonna go take these bait to go fishing. But it sure is amazing to be able to catch them right here at the dock. So it got me a little breathing hard because I'm excited about this. This is awesome. All right, everybody, here we go. We've got bait all over the place right up here off the front. So I'm gonna throw the cast net. Watch this. We're gonna throw it real quick like. Ooh, you see that? That dolphin made me jump. Got wallets swimming by too. All right, everybody, here we go. Tore it up. Black pearl invisible lead line cast net. We just put it on them. Look at this, everybody. Oh, that's awesome. Look, absolutely loaded. This is incredible. I love it. Here we go. Oh, let's get these guys back in the water since we're not using them today. And see how easy the net opens to dump the bait out? Love it. Go. All right. There you go, buddy. Come on. In the water. Back in the water. Freedom. Next time, come back and see me, okay? Come back and see me. There you go. That's right. Look. Invisible lead lines. Catching bait off the dock. It's incredible. I love it. All right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this cast net video as much as I have. Because I tell you what, getting to throw this black pearl invisible lead line cast net is pretty awesome. And it's new. Like I said, I have been throwing cast nets for so long, and now to have one that is so quiet. Listen, it doesn't make any noise hardly at all. It is incredible. So to have one that's so quiet, and not only is it so quiet, I'm able to also separate it, keep it from getting tangled. I mean, it's just been phenomenal. I've been very, very, very happy with the cast net. Extremely happy. So let's put it back into its hatch until it's ready to come back and catch some more bait. Here we go. Let's open that up real fast. Oh, and this Dorado has the best cast net storage ever. There you go. A little bit of chew on this action. Alrighty. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Chew on This Saltwater Fishing Show. I had a great time throwing that cool new invention from Black Pearl Cast Nets, the invisible lead line cast net. It's something I had never seen before. I didn't even know it was an option. That's what inventions are. It's somebody creating something new that's needed in the field that it's at. And it is fantastic. Once again, it's the Black Pearl invisible lead line cast net, which is phenomenal. I am pumped up to start using it. As you can see, today it caught us some awesome bait right off my dock. I've never caught bait off my dock before until today. So I'm really pumped up, really excited about it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And girls out there too, because I've seen some fantastic girl throwing cast net videos. You girls are doing great. Anyways, thank you very much for tuning in to this episode of Chew on This. And when you see that big fish, or you see a whole bunch of fish out there, whether you're throwing a bait or a cast net, you tell them chew on this. Godspeed, and we'll see everybody next episode.